Welcome to our show, A Gentleman's Take, a video podcast where we offer a more refined and sophisticated view on everything in this journey we call life.
All from the perspective of a gentleman.
Mm-hmm. I'm your host, J.D. Denbow, and this is my exemplary co-host,
Mac.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Okay, well...
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. It's a little warmer than it was a couple days ago, at least where we're at, but, you know.
Still not liking it.
Nope. We're still on the Die Winter Die campaign. Join us on that. Tell us how you feel. Do you like to freeze?
I blame all the people that are always like, I can't wait till it gets cold. I'm like, this is what you deserve.
That's right, Nick. Here's a quick rundown of what you can expect. We're going to tackle a variety of subjects and activities and offer our take on them. Or as they say in the common tongue, ¿Dónde está?
La biblioteca.
Sitting around and shooting the shit.
Yeah, man.
All right.
That's what we do.
That is what we do. So go right into pop culture. So, Mac, let me ask, did you ever have any favorite cartoons when you were younger?
My favorite cartoon growing up was probably the Gummy Bears. The Adventures of the Gummy Bears, I think is the actual title. The Gummy Bears. I liked Power Rangers. I liked Darkwing Duck. I thought that was good. Tailspin, I thought was good. Animaniacs, I thought was good.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Did you, on the Power Rangers, did you used to, after watching it, did you go outside with some friends or your brothers? And
Oh, yeah, we played Power Rangers.
yeah, that sounds about right.
I used to watch the Rugrats, and they brought the Rugrats back. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know they brought them back.
Yeah, my kids watched the new version of the Rugrats.
Same crew, or is it just...
It looks like the same kids.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same voices or any. I haven't looked into it specifically, but I know that they're episodes that I'm not familiar with.
I was in 6th grade when in our homeroom to kill time because the teacher was too busy doing roll call or maybe cocaine backstage. I don't know. She just didn't want to start the day right, so she turned the TV on to watch Rugrats, and I'm in 6th grade going, this is so dumb. Oh my gosh, kids and baby, I'm not watching this. And I found out the one day after 6 months, the one day we didn't end up watching it, I'm going, where's Rugrats? I actually I really started liking it, but I never told anybody. I was like, where's Tommy Pickles and all that?
Guilty pleasure.
I never actually watched it outside of
Chucky
school.
Finster.
Yeah, all those crazy looking characters. Angelica, I think her name was.
Angelica was the little devil child.
Stupid babies.
You had
And the twins.
Phil and Lil.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on a lot of those afternoon specials you're talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't get into Tailspin, but I was a big fan of Baloo from the Jungle Book. Like, if you ever saw that when you were a kid, that was fantastic. He was a great character. I actually think I modeled my whole life after being like Baloo from the movie.
Bare necessity.
Exactly, and just be lazy about it in a gentlemanly-like fashion. I never really got into Darkwing Duck, but I love DuckTales.
Have you ever seen? It might have been Family Guy, where they were doing the Scrooge McDuck diving into the
Yes.
coins
Into his money pin. Yeah.
And he like breaks all his bones. He's like
Head first.
He's like, because it's not a liquid. Oh man.
Yeah, because Scrooge McDuck would dive head first as if he's swimming in his money. He's so rich, and then whenever Peter Griffin jumps in head first and smashes his body.
He's like, it's not a liquid.
Twitching. Yeah. That DuckTales was pretty fun, and it was fun in ways like that. It just was great how it was animated. That also came back.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I saw it on Disney, not my subscription, of course, but I saw it on Disney, and it was Scrooge McDuck is voiced by David Tennant, who most fans know him as the 10th Doctor from Doctor Who. I know you're completely illiterate on that, but he's a fan favorite amongst the nerd crowd. Like, oh, David Tennant. Oh. So anyway, it almost was pretty. It was for a modern cartoon. It actually was kind of fun. I saw just a few episodes. I never revisited it, but it was a lot of fun, just like the original was. So hey, points if you can pull it off nowadays. Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, loved it. You go into a bit older territory, G.I. Joe, as I mentioned once before, Transformers, Thundercats, Smurfs, He-Man. I was all about those 80s cartoons for sure.
Smurfs was a good one.
And as I was growing up, getting into those early 90s cartoons, I mean, gosh, I felt like I grew up in the perfect time, or we grew up in the perfect time. Was there a favorite? obviously it's going to be G.I. Joe, but as I was getting older, I really liked Animaniacs.
Yeah.
What a cleverly written show. Did you know that was Steven Spielberg?
I did not.
Yeah. So he lent his brand.
Or I might have. It seems like I did, but I'm not sure if it's because you just said it.
Maybe. Well, it's probably a subconscious thing because it does say on the opening titles. And when people think of Animaniacs, the first thing everyone thinks of is Pinky and the Brain, those two characters. I'm just like, every character was brilliant. And it was so cleverly written that, I mean, if you watch it now as an adult, I think they made a new one as well, but I want to rewatch the originals first. And if you just rewatch that as an adult, I guarantee you're going to see stuff you never saw as a child that they dual wrote it for adults and kids. And I know because I've seen some clips. I'm like, that's bad. That's dirty. And how did that get by the censors?
What
I don't
were their
know.
names?
The main characters were Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. And, for a great educational tool, I would recommend watching Yakko's Around the World song. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Where he sings every country of the world in that time frame, which is 1993, because he mentions Yugoslavia, which is not really a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. He does it to a tune of a and and he nails every country. Look it up. I'll link it down below. It's childish, but it's a good time and it's educational. Look it up. Animaniacs, I will highly recommend. That's one I could revisit right now and be content with it. But Tom and Jerry, I would have to say, outside of Looney Tunes, I mean, who doesn't love Bugs Bunny and all them?
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry was my absolute favorite cartoon.
You know what cartoon I'm not a fan of that I grew up with and what I wasn't allowed to watch?
What?
Ren and Stimpy.
Really?
My parents didn't want me to watch Ren and Stimpy. They thought I was too vulgar.
Wow. That actually, a lot of that was going around because Ren and Stimpy was airing around the same time as Beavis and Butthead. And while I did have permission to watch that, there was a big movement to snuff out Beavis, Butthead, and Ren and Stimpy. I remember. I would be doing one of our audience members a disservice if I didn't at least mention The Simpsons. She pointed it out saying, you would have to at least talk about The Simpsons if you ever talked about cartoons. Now, my problem with The Simpsons is I've seen maybe 2 full episodes in my entire life. Loved the video games, loved the merchandise, and I thought the humor was great. But I've only really seen maybe 2 episodes. And I thought the bits I saw were funny. Just never got into it. Did you ever watch The Simpsons?
I did. I mean, I would watch it if it was on, but it's not something that I would seek out. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard like they were obviously the longest running cartoon, even up to like 5 years ago. I don't know if they're still running or if they finally retired it.
I don't think that they're doing it anymore.
Okay, so they did have an end. You think that would have been more advertised, but it might have been during those pandemic years where it might have been overshadowed. So a lot of stuff got overshadowed.
You have the same basic premise with like American Dad, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Those are the shows that everybody's watching now. The Simpsons are kind of overcast by like Family Guy.
And yet South Park's still going strong too. So it's kind of just whatever the niche is. But, when it comes to Family Guy, I love Family Guy, but I can't sit and watch it episodically and for all those seasons. I just can't sit and commit to it because I don't have that kind of time. But one of my favorite things to do with Family Guy is to just pull up the YouTube clips. I have friends that'll send me the best clips, the best try not to laughs involving it. And I've gotten so much Family Guy culture just from watching the clips that's all I need.
That's what we should do. We should do just one day, just record us reacting to what is it called?
Try not to laugh.
Try not to laugh.
Or smiles, something like that, yeah.
Where they put water or something in their mouth and they watch it and try not to laugh or whatever.
Family Guy is going to be a hard one though because that stuff is funny.
They say some stuff that catches me off guard. I don't feel like I'm a laugh out loud guy. Like in general, I try to
in a group setting maybe I would say.
When you make jokes, are you the leader of the laughter or are you trying to keep straight face?
Dude, audience can answer this right now. I can't help it. I laugh. I smile. I can keep a poker face, by the way. I really can. I can prove it. But my favorite thing to do on this entire planet is to laugh. And I laugh my tail off every time. You've heard me at work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually the loudest one and then with a chorus of the laughter behind me. But
It's
no fun to keep it in.
I think it's hilarious to keep it in. Like, I like to
Well-
make jokes, especially whenever it's like teasing or whatever you call it, where I wouldn't say bullying.
Like a delay.
I wouldn't say bullying, but whenever you're teasing people and you say something with a super straight face and they can't tell whether you're kidding or not.
Yeah.
I find that to be like the funniest thing.
Well, all right. I think we covered enough culture today for going into a weekend. You want to take that hypothetical journey?
Yeah, let's do it. So, how about this? Let's go back to a younger version of you, like a 21-year-old just starting to get out into the bar scene, just starting to hang out with the ladies. You meet a girl that you're smitten by, right? And you have option A. Every time you run into a girl that you're intrigued in and you begin to talk to her, you have raunchy smelling flatulence that you can't control.
Okay.
Or option B is every time you go to talk to her, you have a problem where you just a drool trickle that you can't stop. And so every time you're talking, you just got drool streaming down your face.
Man. So do I, I'm aware I have this problem, right? And I still approach women anyway?
Yeah, I mean, even if you choose not to, at some point you're going to have to.
All right. So I'm the little engine that could. I'm going to keep trying. All right. Well.
You're going to have to find somebody that's okay with it. Which option is the lesser?
Do I lose control of my bodily functions if I'm talking to a girl I am smitten with at such a crucial developmental age? This will determine whether or not I'm going to be single the rest of my life, right? That age. Okay. So, or do I have a drooling problem?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you imagine?
What kind of flatulence?
We're talking about like the one that you don't want to claim. Like, it just everybody instantly just turns and they can smell the direction of it.
Okay.
Like, they're like, whoa.
It's two options.
Whoa.
You got explosive where everyone hears you and knows, like, oh man, he fired a cannon, or it's the SBD, but man, it's a smell those are the ones that scare me when you think you can get away with it.
The silent but deadly variety.
Okay.
But it's clearly you because it's so strong in your general area that everybody knows it's you. That everybody around you is tasting it and looking at you.
You know, you imagine trying to hit up a girl while this cloud is between us.
Exactly. But it's just as bad. She's trying to breathe.
Oh, so you're an artist, huh? Yeah.
She's trying to just struggle for air. Or she's watching the drool drip off your chin onto the shirt.
That, or could she be also wondering why she's only seeing, like, say, the right side of my face because I'm letting it go down this side? Even though it's going to come out eventually, but she never... How much am I drooling? Profusely?
Like, it just a constant stream of dribble. Like, you don't control your lips anymore. It's just
okay. I got like the Buddy Hackett mouth. Okay, so
Buddy Hackett mouth.
That's gonna be way too old for our audience.
It's just dripping, man.
Okay, so here's the thing.
The worst version.
I would have no chance. I would have no chance in hell with it just smelling like mud butt. You know what I mean? Like, there's no freaking way. That cloud is gonna cut us off. As much as I cut the cheese, there's no way. So if I'm drooling, I could, knowing this is what happens with me, I could play up the pity angle. You know? Like, just be so complimentary and just be like, whatever. Be as so charming, have a great story, and then just like, I don't know, maybe they can get him to take... A man shouldn't have to go that route, but at 21...
You're wanting her to take pity on you?
I mean, how else do I explain the drooling? I can't, like, there's no way to be cool.
I know.
And there's just this clear liquid.
But you could be cool with just a fart cloud.
Okay, even if they don't think it's you, but you said they know it's you. Even if they didn't think it's you, you can't be on your game if you know you're both smelling fecal matter. You know. So I might just be like, "All right, ladies, thank you very much." And
so you take the drool route.
okay, would I rather smell like an idiot or look like an idiot?
Right.
Fine, I'm with you. I'll smell. I'll stink. I don't care.
I think you could pull off. I
could play it smooth and twist and spin it.
Yeah, especially nowadays with COVID. Like, you just walk up, you're like, "Hey, I got a spare mask." Boom. Just start talking behind the mask.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, but I would say that. But didn't you say that you specified they would know?
They do know.
Okay.
They do know. You're like, "Hey, baby, the guts just don't feel good today." But
baby, you give me the Bee Gees.
this is just a little something that happens when I'm intrigued by a lady.
I read this in a comic book once, Garfield, and John Arbuckle's game, like the only game he had was, what was her name? I can't remember the lady he was fond of, and he's just like, every time I'm around you, I lose control of my bodily functions. That was like the nicest thing he could say to her. So I was thinking of that when you said that.
I just can't imagine that. Like, just this cloud you could cut with a knife.
So you're going with the fart too?
I wouldn't drool on myself. Like, I mean, you look like you have CP.
I think.
I mean,
let's go to Mrs. Mac on that one in the comments. What do you think?
She has to live with me anyways. So
well, I'm saying, like, even when you were dating, if it was always smelling like a giant fart and you know it was him, but gosh dang, he was so charming, could it have worked?
See?
Would it have worked?
How do you know that's not me already? This is a personal story I'm telling.
Are you? Oh, projection. Okay. You know, like I said, we're here. We have
just a cloud.
You represent a niche group again. Thank you for the diversity. We here support everybody and everything. Okay, you convinced me to go the fart route. I thought, let me just drool my way into some pity dating, and even then, it's just like, man, I'm so tired of the pillow. I'm so tired of, like, we go for the embrace and there's just a wet. It never goes away, right? It's just, I'm always around the lady, even if we got married. I don't know if she can handle that the rest of her life.
She gets so used to your smell, it wouldn't even affect her.
We just become the stinky family.
You just kill her nasal passage. No more sense of smell. Think about it from your perspective. If every time you were around a girl,
yeah,
and she was, flirting with you,
yeah,
and she just smelled like she just ripped off a plate of boiled eggs,
I'd have to really like her.
Or she was just constantly looking at you and drooling.
Touche. I ain't kissing that.
I'd be like, yo.
The shoes on the other foot, no.
I was like, something's off about this.
I would pity her.
Yeah.
Give her a friendly hug. Like, it's okay.
Be like, yo, something is wrong with you.
Does that make me shallow Hal?
So, we're not even in the hot take segment, but everybody's shallow to a degree. Like, every single person out there is shallow.
Everyone has a right to taste.
I mean, it is what it is. Golly. I just think that everybody has certain things that are, and it's not, people call it shallow, but it's just preferences. Everybody has preferences. I mean, when you talk to somebody, you prefer that they like to talk about things that you like to talk about. That's a preference. It might not be a physical preference, but I mean, you have to be somewhat attracted to somebody to be interested in an actual relationship with somebody. It's not shallow.
All right. Well, interesting take. I'm glad I was different at 21 and didn't have those problems. I just had all kinds of different ones. Yeah. And
if you think you got it hard with the ladies or the gentlemen nowadays,
be thankful you don't have this.
Yeah, just be thankful that you don't have that. Or you might. And, dude.
There's hope.
Sorry.
There's hope.
No, there isn't. You're going to fail.
Or I hope you find someone that's just like you. Unless at that point in time, you're just like, you know what? You stink, lady.
Can you imagine two people? You got a man and a woman, man and man, woman, woman.
No.
Whatever scenario you got going on.
No.
These two people get together.
They drool, burp, and fart.
They both just, like, one rips off a cloud, the other one rips off a cloud. The clouds start to merge and form like this super cloud. Everybody passes out or throws up. You got people over puking in the corner.
You know, not even the mail. Not even
Oh my god, one was like.
not even the mailman goes to drop off there every day. You have to come pick it up at the post office.
Like-
No. Pick it up in that field. Here's your mail out here in this field. But yeah.
Man,
Ugh.
spoiled milk mixed with like cottage cheese.
Oh man.
That's a lot of dairy.
But you know what?
Anyways.
If you got that condition, then you should take a chance. However, speaking of taking a chance, I would like to take this time and issue a gentleman's challenge. Here we are in the gentleman's challenge today. Today we're going to revisit an old favorite. Whose favorite? I don't know. But it's an old favorite.
Not mine.
It is going to be a game of high-low with a twist. Last time we played high-low, it was the best of 5. Now, this will be the best of 7. Wait, let's upgrade that again. Not just high-low best of 7, double high-low best of 7. And what that's going to entail is, you set a card down, he sets a card down. I set a card down, he sets a card down. Whoever has the highest points win.
Why do you have to be first?
Huh?
Why do you have to be first?
Because I'm the better man.
What?
LOL. How about we decide with Rochambeau?
That's fair.
All right, let's go.
And if we tie each other with the 2 cards, we put a third one down?
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
Ah!
That was a good game where we were reading each other. Okay, I will play.
The winner defers to play. Not happy with that.
Best of 7, right?
Best of 7. Ooh. Okay. Mac wins 1. Okay. Wow.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Woo!
Wow.
1 and 1.
Take your cards away.
I know.
Okay, good start.
Not a good
believe
start.
I lost.
I'm the king of 4s.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you see that 3 4s in a row for me?
I've seen it.
So 2-1.
I thought you were getting bang over that other 4.
Might as well, right? Get it out of the way. Ooh.
2 up.
All right. 2. Hello, ladies. Mm-hmm. Dang it, there's no getting around that. 3-2.
That'll hurt you on another one. Ooh, that's devastating.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Ooh.
Don't call it a comeback, Ty.
I needed help on that one.
2. What does that mean?
It means, once again, in high-low in any form, you have become the better man.
Oh, man. So I've got a special surprise for you. So, do you remember last week when we had Perry on?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember any of our specific discussions that we may have had?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
So Perry was so kind as to do a little research and find me an item for today's Comeuppance. You know what this is?
Is that the Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream?
It's Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen Hidden Valley Ranch
Okay.
ice cream.
when I read that article to you, or that thing, it said it wasn't going to hit New York until like April.
He found it today. He brought it in a little frozen cooler bag, and asked if we would be interested in using it. And I said, sure.
Man, why couldn't you lose this challenge?
Because I'd throw up.
Perry, this might endanger your coming back on the show, buddy.
I want to take a whiff of this bad boy.
I hate you, society. I hate adulting. Well, that doesn't bode well.
Oh, it smells like throw up. Oh, dude.
Hey, I'll say this. Challenge.
I didn't expect to smell it unless I leaned in. That's all I'm saying. Like, I've never smelled an ice cream. Have you ever smelled an ice cream?
Just the sweetness of it.
Right. I love chocolate chip cookie dough. But if I open the lid, I don't smell it.
I can't recall a strong, pungent smell to hit you and make one gag when you open up the ice cream.
I did not expect it to come smelling like that.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, bon appetit. That's better.
Oh.
I think that you should just eat it now, get some of it knocked out, and then we'll just eat it throughout the hot take.
Oh, dude. Oh, no. Gosh. Okay, fine.
I'm not expecting you to get it all down, but let's be a champ about it. Do what you can do.
Do you mean be a gentleman about it?
Oh, my gosh.
As today's lesser man, I'm about to experiment with Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream.
I want to see the look in your face when you put this first bite in.
Okay, just say no. Personal thing about me: I've not vomited since 2005 that I'm aware of. So, challenge accepted.
Oh, the consistency.
Because it's not real ice cream.
That's throwing me off.
Remember, I said in last Tuesday's episode, the smell is off-putting, but they said it's delightful to the senses. So let's put it to the test. Here we go. Lord help me.
Away from me.
There we go.
What does that taste like?
This is disgusting. I didn't think it would be this gross. Delightful to the senses, my ass. Mac, I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, God. Oh. I cannot tell you this aftertaste that is living in my mouth right now. I want to. Anyway, I'm telling you, you're right. You would throw up.
Honest to God, I think I'd throw up.
Okay, so
I'm on the verge. I know that it doesn't seem like it after the first few episodes that we've made, but I have a strong stomach. But some of the stuff that we're playing around with is not good for me.
Folks, I would rather have apple cider vinegar.
Oh my God. Smell that anymore.
Hey, do me a favor. Could you fart so I don't have to smell this, please? Hey, to our audience members. This is awful. Oh, Perry. Oh, Perry.
Oh my.
You devious son of a gun.
I don't think I can wait till the outro.
This is French ice cream. This makes me not like the French.
I already didn't like the French, so there's that. Dude, I'm not gonna taste it. Vinegar.
Hold on. It tastes like a salad bar took a shit in my mouth.
I gotta stop looking at it. It's making me sick. I am so queasy right now. Like, legitimately queasy.
This is so gross.
Do
I have to keep eating, or are we going to get in this hot take, or what? Please get in the hot take.
Go ahead, just kick off the hot take.
Better man, I beg you. Can I have a drink, please?
You absolutely can.
Oh. Look how they massacred my bourbon.
Just a waste of good scotch.
That was a James Bond reference. Good job. Oh, my gosh. Today's hot take for me. Apology in advance to anybody that does this, that is offended, or if you think I'm singling you out. I am. I am not a fan of people whenever I'm either hanging out with them or visiting, or if it's even in my own home. If a television is left on all day, just on, whether you're actually watching it or not, but you're listening to it from another room, that is annoying to me, and I think this is a habit that everyone should stop doing. Specifically, if you are leaving it on television, sitcoms, reality TV, and those loud commercials kick in every 15 minutes, and it's just blaring, and I look over and see what are those people doing. They're reading a book, they're on the internet, they're cooking, they're folding laundry, they're napping.
Or eating ice cream.
And they're napping. That's the one that always gets me. And it's not even in the same room, but they have to have it on in the living room for everyone to hear. And oh my God.
It's giving me a headache.
Commercials.
Please stop eating it. Please put the lid on.
Thank you, merciful better man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Can't do it.
So the point I'm reaching is nobody likes commercials. And if you have a guest over or family over, maybe just don't have your TV on blaring if you're not really going to watch it. Now, if you're watching a movie, that's one thing I understand. If you're just have noise on the television that has commercials and you're not really paying attention, but it's just a comfort zone thing, I'm asking, please, as a house guest, turn it off. I usually have a high tolerance for things that annoy me. I can, really keep it in. And why are you holding your stomach?
It's queasy, man.
Try eating it.
I'd rather stab myself in the kidney than eat a pint of that.
Maybe. Hold on. Let me just go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry. Remember I said this is probably a weaker hot take? I'm going to abandon this hot take and go right to you, Van Leeuwen. This is the worst invention known to man. Yeah, double bird. And the horse you rode in on. This is the worst thing. This is my new hot take. You have put crap in a carton. And it's terrible. And you have not benefited society in any way. You're going to make money based on the hate for it alone. And I hate that we shamelessly promoted you on this. But I don't want you as a sponsor. I don't want you ever mentioned on the show again. Because
it's an atrocity.
It is an atrocity. And the fact that my co-host is getting sick just from smelling it. He's not even eating it. He was over here holding his little stomach here just a second ago because it was making him queasy.
Holding his little stomach. Dude, it's freaking bedded in my nostrils. Like, I can't get that smell out of my nose.
Perry, you have ruined my Friday. I was going to go into the weekend positive, and now it's just like I can't. I'm going to be tasting this for the rest of my life. It has become a part of me, and I don't like it. I didn't want to be this man.
When he talks, I can smell it on his breath.
Yes, like I said, I won't be kissing my wife on date night this weekend. Great.
As a matter of fact, you want me to get into my hot take so you can stop talking?
Yeah, because I'm already Please.
It's making my eyes water.
This just became a hotter take. I've never had to abandon a take. I couldn't. Okay, for real, Mac, I couldn't even concentrate on my take. I wasn't hitting the points I wanted to on the TV commercial thing. All I could taste was that. All I could smell was that. And I'm getting queasy, not sick, just queasy. And I couldn't focus. So I apologize for that crap hot take. And I'm just going to go ahead and just come in guns blazing. Screw you, Hidden Valley Ranch. Screw you, you French ice cream company.
You should be convicted of war crimes for that.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, dude.
There it is.
If
Sorry.
I smell that burp.
Would you still date me? That's my 21-year-old self there.
It hit me in the mouth. I literally feel just it clogging up my throat. Like, I feel like throwing up right now.
Okay, so as I said, worst comeuppance ever. I'm gonna have to wrap up my hot take because I know my breath stinks. I'm getting nauseously gaseous, and I do apologize for that. I couldn't control it. I could not have any gentlemanly manners. So I think it's best you just go into your hot take.
All right, so my hot take is kind of something that a lot of people have been discussing, and that is traditional roles in a relationship between a man and a woman. I think that traditional roles are a good thing. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying that they're forced or that they're necessary, but I think that there is good that comes from the roles existing. So, for instance, me and my wife, we aren't fully like traditional marriage, but we fill into those roles pretty well. Like I go out and make money for the family. She stays at home and watches the kid. I'm not saying that everybody has to fall into those categories or play into those roles, but it's given us some sort of structure and it's been healthy for our relationship. So my biggest reason why I bring it up, so you can't say that traditional roles should exist because then you're just hateful and you want to go back to the 1950s nowadays, which isn't true. I don't care how you live your life. I really don't. Live it however you want. Whatever way you want to live your life, live your life. But it's hateful if I say that I value a traditional relationship. That's weird to me that is hateful for me to say. My biggest thing is I live my life, you live your life. Traditional role works for some people. It doesn't for some people. You can't pick and choose and stay in your own lane.
What we're going to encourage is, I would say, just have a structure and make it yours, because there's nothing original under the sun, as we've said many times. And so take an idea and make it your own, but be solid in it. Just be solid in it. So I happen to agree with the tradition leaning values. That's just me. That's how I was raised, and that's what I prefer. I have a friend who recently told me that I don't know, it's like he was realizing what it was he wanted in his relationship, and he just says, he was just saying, hey, if I have a 1950s style home, then that's just what it is. And it's almost like he didn't know it was okay to say that. I said, man, if this is what you want and this is your desire, and that's how you've already kind of established it without saying it, then be okay to say it. That's what you prefer. There's nothing wrong with it. Society does take issue with it, and they'll always take issues with you, but you're not here to please society. This is your home. I've seen a lot of stuff lately. Like another friend of mine and I will share tweets, and we'll see stories about how there really is an attack on, say, your traditional ranch. Sorry. Oh, dude. Yeah. Get away. Block it. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah. Well, so there is an attack on social media when it comes to traditional wives, and it's almost like, because they choose to have these values, they're getting these women who are, they're not trying to throw it in your face that, hey, this is the best way to live. They're just posting about their lives, and people are intruding on that, and people are reporting these people, saying they're being abused and their way of thinking. They're being attacked like you're not a real woman. You need to tear up your woman card, because how dare you, be in that role? Why would you want to serve him 100%? He should be serving you. And that's just a societal thing. But
it gets downright hateful at some point. It's like there was one time I was going into a Quick Trip, mm-hmm. and I held the door open for the person coming in behind me, mm-hmm. which just so happened to be a woman. And she legitimately, I'm not going to say it looked like she was going to hit me, but she literally looked like she wanted to murder me. Mm-hmm. And she let me know what was going on. And she's like, I'm more than capable of opening my own doors. How dare you disrespect me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I opened the door for everybody.
That's true.
That's the funny part about it, is like, it wasn't because she was a woman. It was just because she was a person that was coming in at the same time as me, and I grabbed the door first.
Almost as if you were being courteous.
Yeah. I was like, actually, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm showing you respect by allowing you to go before me. She gave me the rundown of how she felt about it, and about halfway through what she was saying, I just turned and just walked inside the door. And I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna deal with it. Stay off social media, and quit calling people names, and quit calling people, bigots, because they don't do what you want them to do.
Social media is a more or less, it's just an unhealthy culture that's being created, especially as it moved into the next generation. All forms of social media. Now, there are benefits to it, specifically with keeping in touch with loved ones and hobbies,
watching podcasts
and interests, and watching podcasts. So outside of that, I would use it for that. I would definitely visit our Twitter page and see how non-toxic it is. I would definitely check out our YouTube channel and our eventual Instagram launch. Other than that, just watch out on social media. Watch out there. Words do have consequences. Words have consequences.
It's okay to choose your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Whatever suits you and your family.
We here at Gentleman's Take love you either way.
Yeah, do what you want to do.
Well, that'll wrap it up for today's episode of A Gentleman's Take. We established who the better man was for this episode. So, congratulations, good better man. Congratulations. And I accept the title of lesser man on this day. But, I feel like...
It's a rough one. It's a rough one.
This was the worst comeuppance in the show. And if we have more comeuppances like that, I don't know if I want to be back. We might have to get a new co-host. I'll be producer. This is the biggest, nastiest thing on the planet Earth. Don't eat it. We don't promote this. It's evil. So I think that we covered a variety of topics today in a manner most refined. And I think that everything came together to form a perfect take.
Or a gentleman's take.
Yeah. Yeah. A ranchy take. Ugh.
A miserable existence.
We both lost. Alrighty, so until we meet again, be sure to sit back, sip some bourbon,
smoke a stogie,
and appreciate the finer things in life. The Audience Take.
We want to hear from you.
Any suggestions or requests for future takes, challenges, comeuppance, or criticisms, please email us at AGentlemansTakePodcast@gmail.com.
Don't forget to check out our Twitter and Instagram pages for exclusive content.